The chicest social media accounts are rocking photos just like these. The bird's eye overhead view, the subject matter on a theme, the casual, not so casual arrangement. They're just plain cool to look at and surprisingly easy to do. It's called a flat lay photo. And according to my next guest, it's how you can win Instagram from a 4-foot square spot on your living room floor. Photographer Brooke Lark is here to show us how this sounds like a fun afternoon photography.
It really is, and
Exercise.
I think that, yes, and I think that the thing that is so great about it is it really can be done in the comfort of your home. In fact, some of the best shots that I've ever seen from people were just taken in a house with a door open and a piece of plywood was stuck on the floor, and then you get these professional looks that you can use on your Instagram, on your website. If you are pitching a product or promoting a product, you can create your own gorgeous photography.
Well, help train our amateur photographer eye. Define the characteristic, the style that we're looking for in this type of photo taking.
Great, good question. So a flat lay photo is always taken from the overhead, so the bird's eye perspective. And kind of the defining characteristic that a lot of people don't recognize when they first start creating them is that it's all about organizing objects. So our world is so crazy that I think that we love these flat lays because it gives us this kind of voyeuristic opportunity to look into somebody else's life, but it's very organized and peaceful.
So it's unknowingly structured.
Yes, exactly. Organized chaos.
Or, I love that. I love those two words together. It pretty much defines my life. Do you need a fancy camera?
You don't. Actually, iPhones and smartphones work really, really well for overhead cameras because you can take any number of heights. Normally with a fancier camera you have to worry about if something's way taller than another. An iPhone kind of flattens everything out. So it's great. If you do have a DSLR, then you're gonna need what's called a sidearm boom. It's a tripod that looks like this, and that way you don't break your back because you can get back problems. So don't do that.
Let's not increase our doctor visit quantity or our doctor bill. No. So define what we're doing today then. Set this project up for us.
Yes, so I'm actually gonna let you create your own flat lay.
Are you sure?
Brooke. Yes, you're so ready.
Okay.
I feel like you're ready. So the very first thing that you need to do is, if we were at home, like I said, you would want to stick it next to some kind of glowy surface. Okay. And so a window, maybe right here, or open up a door and set it there. And then you just want to make sure the light is diffused and glowy versus bonking in sunlight.
I like that word, bonking.
Yeah, bonking.
We don't use that word enough.
No, we really could use it more. Okay, so then the second thing is you need a square.
Okay.
If you are shooting on Instagram, I've already created this for you. This is a 6-piece pre-cut piece of plywood. This is 2x2. You can go as large as you want.
Do you like the hard surface, or could a sheet work?
A sheet could work, and that would give you a slightly different texture. I like the hard surface just because it's easy to throw down, and it creates that nice, perfect flat look without props kind of moving.
And I notice this isn't perfectly matte or perfectly covered. Do you like that splattering?
That is a look, and most people you can actually use just like a whiteboard. I like having a little bit of texture beneath my pictures, and most of the white will kind of blow out when you take the picture.
Okay,
anyway.
okay.
So now so we've got our square, we've got our nice lighting. So the next thing that I need you to do is learn the 2 golden rules of the flat lay.
Teach me, teacher.
Okay. Thing number 1, we organize by color, and then thing number 2, we organize by story.
Color, story.
Yeah. So obviously there's so many things that you can throw on your thing. In order to make a really beautiful flat lay, you want the colors to harmonize, and then you need a story to help you pick which props make sense.
That sounds really artsy.
It does. It's super artsy.
You need a story. Tell your story.
Yeah. So today, I've brought a couple of props that are in basically the same color family.
Yes.
And they're kind of all based around this theme of a girl boss or a mom boss. So you're working from home.
Okay.
Let's say it's the morning, and let's go ahead and organize a flat lay based on that. So I'm going to let you pick props that you think match.
I feel so nervous and honored at the same time to have you over. Well, that was jumping out at me.
Yes, we like that. Okay, so
people are like, yeah, right, it's because that's what the real Brooke was reaching for. I'm going to call you the real Brooke.
The real
I'm going to call you.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can sit that anywhere that you want, and then what we're going to start doing is, it's almost like a puzzle, piecing things together within this square to create kind of a beautiful look.
I really like the shape of these.
Oh, this is amazing.
Yes, so I'm going to fill in my negative space, sort of.
Oh, yeah, do it.
Do you like the use of the phrase negative space?
It was super artsy.
all I got. That's all I got. Okay, and then I'm layering here.
Yeah, oh, I like how you're layering. This
Really?
is nice.
Really?
Yep, and this is really good because what some people don't realize is that you're trying to create a frame. So obviously this is going to kind of be what we're focusing on. And so now everything that's going to go around this, I'm just going to pull this in because I'm getting a little micromanagey.
You do whatever you want. Now this is flat lay photography. This is not flat lay. Does that matter? It's kind of...
It's okay.
Okay.
So basically the flat lay means that we're going to look at it from the top
It's the
down.
angle of the camera's perspective.
Yeah, so what else are you doing on your
Well,
Mom
I
Boss
love
morning?
these only because if I were to put them on, couldn't we be sisters or something?
Oh, we totally could.
Okay, I like these. I like these a lot.
Yes.
So here.
Oh, I like that.
Are you
I very
sure?
rarely do this, but I'm really liking this.
You very rarely do what?
I always put them down like this, so I'm really liking this shape. That's a nice shape.
I'm glad I surprised you. The phone, because that's always like happening.
Yeah, because what Mom Boss isn't using her phone?
Every Mom Boss I know, and then we're going like this.
Perfect.
I kind of am liking the structure. Is that okay?
Yeah, I like this.
Structured, a little bit of green.
Oh yeah, let's throw some green in.
Now, these are fresh.
Oh, that's exactly where I was going to put that.
Was it really?
You win, yes.
If I wasn't in a dress, I'd do a toe touch because I'm excited we're on the same wave. Like, no, I wouldn't
Perfect.
really.
And let's just go ahead and pull this up here. And then I think that's looking good. How about you?
Good. Now, how do we know when we're full?
So great question. What we're going to do is we're going to take our camera.
Okay.
And I always say when you're setting up pictures, what looks good to your eye doesn't always look good to the viewfinder.
That's true.
So now we're just going to put it in the viewfinder and take a picture. And then we can decide, we can kind of tweak from there and say, what do we want to switch or move around? See, so now you can say, I can say.
So I don't love how that little cream fan is kind of all by itself.
Okay, so let's throw something up here. You know what I'm thinking? I say we splatter some little flowers up here to just create a little bit of framey movement around this.
Okay.
And then maybe let's straighten this out and see if we can.
A little more uniformity.
Yeah, there we go. And the other thing that I always like to say is you don't have to look at everything, so we can always put something just slightly off kilter.
Just barely off of the grid.
Yeah, just having like a general idea is enough. You don't have to have like everything in frame. So let's take that picture, Brooke.
I'm feeling this.
I am too.
With your inspiration.
I feel like you have a new job ahead of you.
Are you hiring? Do you need an assistant?
Yes. Oh, that's cuter, don't you think?
That is cute. Yeah. You were right
Now we
about
need flowers
evening out
here.
the negative space in the left-hand corner.
Yep, I'm going to tweak these flowers.
This would be such a fun, almost creative obsession as you start to tweak and play. I mean, it really is a creative exercise for the mind, right?
Yeah, it really is. And I think that one of the things that I love to do is kind of see how many different ways that you can organize. So we've kind of set this up centered. Maybe what I would do next is just throw everything to the side and do a flat lay that's really asymmetrical. So you're looking for pattern, you're looking for symmetry, but sometimes you're also looking for that negative space and asymmetry. It's a lot of fun in just a tiny little space.
We've got some photo inspiration of this theme, kind of the girl boss theme, and it's really interesting to take a theme and see how different photographers, different artists, different women interpret this. That's got to be a fun part of your job as well.
Yes, it's amazing. And I love being able to find my own style because I think that as you practice this, it's so approachable. You can do it every single day, just throw a flat lay down, and your own style evolves. And so it's kind of fun to kind of learn your own ability to create this kind of beautiful work.
You are the girl boss in this photography world. Where can we see more of your beautiful work?
I am at BrookeLark.com and on Instagram at Brooke Lark.
Honestly, everyone who knows her, follows her, just feels grateful for the inspiration that you put out there. I'm serious. So thank you so much for sharing. Great to have you.